during Philip's reign, at the end of Philip's reign, he had consolidated a bunch of stuff and so on and so forth. The empire was like the biggest, most populous empire in the world, partially because Spain had expanded their territory, but mostly because that expansion of that territory, they just kind of pulled in all of the people that they expanded the territory into. So take, for example, all of their holdings in the Americas. All of those people were Spanish at that point. Now, they might have been Native American, but they were Spanish. So with that being said, in 1598, whenever he died, Spain was huge. Spain was the most populous empire that the world had at that point. It seemed on the outside to be a really great power. And if you look at it, the map that you just looked at a minute ago on the last couple of videos ago, if you look at it, that it looks to be the case. It looked to be a really great place. But in reality, because of militant Catholicism, because he felt like he had been called by God to kill all the Protestants that didn't want to convert, and so on and so forth, because he had thought that was the case, he spent so much money on war. He spent so much money on war machines, such as the Spanish Armada. He had spent so much money on everything that he didn't have any money left. And there's more to it than just that. So here's an example of how there's more to it than just that. So whenever this is economics, so kind of wrap your brain around this is how economics fits history, because we're going to see this several times throughout the rest of this year. Anytime that there is a massive influx of money into an economy, it causes the prices of things. You might be able to buy a lot of stuff because you have more money, but it causes the price of things to go up. And if it causes the price of things to go up, it's going to cause what's called inflation. Okay? That means that if everybody has $1 one day, they have so much money that they can buy so much bread, or they can buy so much commodities of some sort. And if the next day, all of a sudden, wow, everybody has $5, they're able to buy 5 times as much as they did the day before. But there's no more supply than there was the day before. So what has to happen is the price of those things has to rise in order for people to get the things that they are wanting, or to not, in order for there not to be so much stuff like being taken off the market. So this is an example as to why price floors, such as your wages, if they make the wages go up, if they make the price floor go up, like your minimum wage, if they make the minimum wage go up, it trickles in pretty quickly because everybody has a little bit more buying power. It trickles in a little bit kind of quickly that all the prices of things will just go up to meet that demand. So that's what happened in Spain at this point. So he spent a lot of money on war, and then his successor, person that came after him, also began to, or continued to, overspend. But the overspending now is on court life, which means he's basically Philip II spends a lot of money on war. This guy spends a lot of money on parties. Basically what it's about. Further, Spain's armed forces, by the time that he was done, were very inefficient. They were very out of date, and so was the government, inefficient and out of date. So the real power is going to shift to England. So this is going to be the beginning of what's going to be a huge empire that's going to last literally from this point. This is the start of it. It's going to start right here, and it's going to last all the way until like the mid-1900s. Long story short, they're going to encompass the globe. The sun is never going to fully set on the British Empire. It's said that the sun never sets on the British Empire, and the reason that is because they're going to own places all over the world. So brace yourself, it's coming.